Hey guys, so I don't get to do World of Warcraft cinematics often, and I'm sure there has been a few that I haven't reacted to, but I saw this one on Twitter and or X or whatever you want to call it, and it looks pretty cool. I really haven't kept up with the story of Dragonflight. After Shadowlands, I was like, okay, this story seems but with the Ridicron, Vernoth, and Brock kind of like being like more like traditional villains, as opposed to like the jailer who's like, oh yes, I'm the reason everything happened. Garrus doing what he did, that was because of me. Everything that's happened in your timeline is because of me. Look at my nipples. He was a terribly written character. He had this potential to be one of the coolest. The jailer. Even though that's not his name, his title alone was like, oh, that's so cool. But these three characters, these incarnates, are so much better than the jailer was. But this is Fury Incarnate in-game cinematic, so it's kind of setting up for the next patch, I think. I think apparently we might be going to the Emerald Dream properly, I hope. Not the Emerald Nightmare, not druids having a little portion of the dream. No, kind of like what they promised us all the way back in Vanilla? Yeah, that Emerald Dream. You go on YouTube, look up Emerald Dream, World of Warcraft, and yeah, this huge expansive land with giant flower. Yeah, that Emerald Dream. Hopefully that's what we're going to. But here we go. Fury Incarnate. Turn that down for me. Turn that up.
Little green dragon, all alone. I was hunting the aspect of your kind, your dear mother. But you will have to do.
What do you want?
I know what your flight is hiding. A fledgling world tree, locked away in your emerald dream. And you are going to take me there.
I will never betray my kin.
Let me be clear. I will kill every dragon who stands between me and the power in that great tree's heart. You can save them. Just let me in.
Calm yourself, brother. We are meant to break the Titan's iron grip on this world, not steal their children's future, as they did ours.
I was just offering this whelp a chance to serve our cause and spare his people a gruesome yet delightful massacre.
Farak! Farak! Brother, remember what we are fighting for.
So be it. I'll find another way into their precious dream. And then the power that grows within will be ours.
Thank you.
Wow, Varrock is insane. Um, the glow that they had when he was just like, all you have to do is just let me in, and just the eyes. It goes from this glowing like just fire red to like this hypnotic, almost like he's trying to put him in a trance. Um, and then you see sort of a sibling rivalry there for a second. He's going too far. She thinks that, oh, you need to stop. We're not here to kill them. We're here because we have a vendetta against the Titans. They're not part of that. They're also suffering because of the Titans. They're the ones who are like this because of the Titans. Um, but Baronoff is like, apparently every scene that she's in, she kind of seems to be not good, but she kind of seems to be second guessing everything. Which kind of makes you think that she might be an ally of ours. If Iridikron is trying to do what we think he's trying to do, and summon the void, or consume the void himself, or whatever, because we see with Chromie, he absorbs using like a dragon soul type thing. He absorbs all that unsatiable void hunger from the corpse of Galakrond, and he now has that part of the void. And as he's going through the portal, we see a female silhouette, which is presumably our favorite waifu. Well, she was a naifu, now she's a waifu. Xalatath. We know that Xalatath is possibly this harbinger of the void that's, they're speaking about. But Iridikron is set in his goals. He wants to take down the Titans, and he doesn't care what he has to do. The other two, it's like, no, we have a thing against the Titans, but, so you can see that he was about to just, like, incinerate just that entire freaking room. But she stepped in and said, no, remember what we're doing. Our vendetta, our hatred and all that, it's not against them. They're just like us. They're victims. It's not against them. It's the Titans we're going after. Because this entire expansion, we're told that there's more to the Titans than meets the eye, that they aren't these wonderful beings that have order, that they are very manipulative, that they don't care about the planets that have life. Now Azeroth is different, seems to be a little different, but if every creature on Azeroth was to be just wiped out, they wouldn't care. We finally meet the Titans, and they're like, oh wow, they seem very kind and caring, and they're helping us for take down Argus, but they're about order. So we see the rantings of Neltharion, basically saying don't trust these Titans, they're not what they seem. You have Odin, good old Odin. Now we already know he's a douchebag, but he's like basically wipe all existence, written existence of like the Black Empire, and anything involving the Titans, kind of boost them up, make them seem like they're these all-powerful beings, and something about not mentioning the first ones, and of course they're Titan keepers. They were created by the Titans, so naturally they would have this almost blind loyalty. But Dragonflight has kind of pointing in this direction that the Titans are not what they seem. Now they might be good in a sense because they're about order, but they're not allies. But basically what Iridikron is trying to do is trying to put Azeroth in so much danger that the by summoning the void or whatever, that the Titans have no choice but to show up. And then that's when he's gonna try to deal with them. I doubt he'd be able to. Especially remember who's up there with them as well. Not just the Titans. They've got their brother back. Sargeras, who is the strongest of the Titans, who is able to take all of them out. They also have Illidan with them. I mean, Illidan, if he's up there with the Titans, I guarantee you he's learning some really cool stuff. So if the Titans were to have no choice but to come back, I don't think it would be as easy for Eridicron as he thinks. They've got Sargeras back. They have Illidan up there with them. So, I mean, these are the beings who ordered the universe. I don't think this is going to work out for Eridicron the way he thinks it is. He might have an edge at some point, but we're already seeing certain characters now, especially in this cinematic, who they're like, are we really doing the right thing here? Like, we don't kill him because we still have a goal. But I think she's going to be pushed to the point where she's going to have to fight against her brother. And she's going to come to our side. So we're going to have her. We're going to have the Titans. You know, Sargeras is back. We have Illidan up there partying with the Titans. So when that void finally comes, now the void might arrive in the form of Ajara. We know she's out with the cosmos, partying it up somewhere in the cosmos. We know that Xal'atath is with Eridicron. But Xal'atath, it's strange with her. It's like she likes us, but she doesn't like us. You know, she's betrayed former users in the past, but then she has a thing for us. Like, oh yeah, I like you guys. So, not to mention, it's possible she has all that. When we used her and the other Legion artifacts to, purify the sword in Silithus, yeah, that was taking in the power. Xal'atath should assumably have that power inside her now. Because she was in the dagger, and then she escaped the dagger. So she should have that power that she took in from the sword. She should have some of that inside of her as well. But she's like, yeah, remember what we're doing. Remember what we're actually trying to accomplish here. This guy, this petty little green dragon, we have no quarrels with him or his kind. It's the Titans we're after. So just the voice acting, the especially watching the mouth movements, it's so much better now than the days of, and they had like no teeth at all. But now you can actually like see tongues moving and their lips moving when they say, certain things. And it's just so nice. Their fingers. I mean, remember old World of Warcraft fingers? They were like massive. They're like this long. Their hands were just huge. But now their fingers look like fingers. Their bodies look proportionate to themselves. But just the voices, the the effects, these two together. I mean, obviously we know who would win. Not her. I mean, fire melts ice. So, and you could see there that he was pretty much dominating. And then that's why she said, brother, remember what we're trying to do here. And then just that end part where he says, thank you. And at first I thought it was like, oh man, she's going to like turn around and blast him with ice or something. He's going to freeze. No, but she just kind of walks off, proving once again that she doesn't have quarrels with the people. It's the Titans that she has a problem with. But hopefully next expansion, they're talking about the Emerald Dream. Data mine stuff and things like that have kind of said we're going to the Emerald Dream. And again, hopefully it's like the Emerald Dream we see with the Druids and stuff like that, but expanded to what it was supposed to be like. In vanilla, they were like, oh yeah, we got a really cool place for, the Emerald Dream, with Druids, and then it was supposed to be like a raid or questing area, and some of it was done, some of it wasn't. But just if you're curious about it, if you've been living under a rock, just like vanilla, beta, vanilla, like alpha and beta. It was in the files. I think it's still in the files. But yeah, just look it up. Pretty cool. There's not a lot in there, but you can see what they were trying to achieve with it. But yeah, it's nice to have villains with actual goals instead of waiting till like the last second. It's like, oh, house divided cannot stand. You know, it's like, Zoval, why'd you do that? A house divided cannot stand. I mean, uh, something about what's to come. I don't know. You know, something terrible's coming. We have to be prepared. A cosmos divided cannot stand, you know, or whatever. I mean, it's like all of Shadowlands. We're like, what's Zoval's intentions? What, you know, we hear, oh, he's a mastermind behind everything, from Sargeras to this to that to all the events. You know, Arthas and the Lich King and blah 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 blah. So, and we're like, Zoval was the worst villain we've seen. So it's nice to have villains who actually have a backstory, who you know what their intentions are, you know what they want, you can see what their goal is. You know, you see with Iridikron going to Galakrond and just taking all that roiling void hunger from him. And now all that is his and his little dragon soul style thing. He's working together apparently with Xalatath, who is supposed to be the harbinger of the void. We know that Ajara is out there somewhere, and if there is some kind of void invasion led by Iridikron, we did help Ajara, though. We did help her, but she's still Ajara. She might help us for the time being, but Ajara only serves herself. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us would like to serve Ajara, but Ajara serves herself. If we teamed up with her, it'd be just purely out of need, you know, and convenience. It's like, well, I can't take on the void by myself. I guess I'll team up with you guys. And then once we get rid of the void, she's like, ha ha ha, now you have to fight me, but I'm gonna disappear for like 3 expansions. So, but it's nice to see real villains again, you know. But anyway, like I said, I really haven't been keeping up with the story. But if you have, what do you think of the story? Do you think they're good villains? And all that. And what do you think about the Emerald Dream? Like the actual Emerald Dream, possibly going to the actual Emerald Dream, not seeing it in the Emerald Nightmare, not having a little portion of it in the Druid, you know, for Legion, or what we had, like, it wasn't Burning Crusade, Wrath or something, what it was, where we had to go into the Emerald Dream and get like dream acorns or whatever it was. No, the actual Emerald Dream. But yeah, let me know below. Anyway, you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.